There are certain ways with which you can be in the water. If one does that, all chronic ailments will go. If you don't catch an infection, if you treat these elements properly, as I said earlier, most probably you won't see a doctor's face unless you want. There are certain ways with which you can be in the water. One does that, every ailment, all chronic ailments will go. I know today everybody is drinking water from plastic bottles. If you keep it in a metal vessel, particularly copper or copper alloy, the very nature of the water will change. In southern India, even now it's pretty common in traditional homes where every day there is a puja for the water vessel. They will put some vibhuti on it, some kumkum on it, and a small arati for the thing, because water has an enormous amount of memory. It remembers how you have treated and accordingly it will behave. This is something very simple, everybody can start. Copper is such a… it's the best conducting metal and it energizes the water. Energizing, if you check the if you check the chemical composition, it'll not change. That is the beauty of it. It's only the molecular structure of the water that will change. For daily consumption, just a copper vessel, every day if you have something, if you light a lamp next to it, if necessary, just one flower, the very way the water behaves within you will change. In the East, always, the best way to drink water is with your own hands, not even in a tumbler. If that's not possible, if somebody gives water to you in a metal tumbler, you always hold it with both your hands and drink like this. So the water, the food, bringing that reverence, you will see the volume that you consume will also come down and the way it behaves within you will come down. If you don't catch an infection, if you treat these elements properly, as I said earlier, most probably you won't see a doctor's face unless you want. Now modern science is insisting that water, the way you treat it is the way it's going to behave within you, and we must learn to treat it well. If we want to be healthy, if we want to be well, if we want to be successful, if you want to be prosperous, for all these things it's important the elements within you cooperate. If they don't cooperate, nothing will work. Water has almost like how human body has cells. Water has its own cellular structure, and this cellular structure can change with even smallest inputs of vibration. Vibration can come in the form of touch, in the form of thought, emotion, a look, or an utterance of a sound, a mantra, or just the presence. Something very similar to what happens in human brain happens in water for every input that is put into it. When I say input, not chemical input, not physical input, just a thought or an emotion can change the molecular structure of the water in a dramatic way. Different bodies of water are responding in different ways for the same inputs. If 5 people go to the river, the same river water will respond differently to 5 different people. If they allow little space between them, it's clearly there.